Hi, this is Gertrude Gené from Baby Love Newborn Art, and I am going to make a composite of these wolves by his and hers PS creations. You can find those on the on Etsy, and we are going to use the image of, let me just look for it now, this image. I opened it in Lightroom. It's in Dutch, my apologies, but I'll explain it in English what I did. I did the white balance, the temperature. I made it more towards the night because it was night after all. Not too much because I do see some warmth in it, so we are just gonna see how it's gonna go. And I also the lighting, it was way too light, and I like to get it a little bit up, I guess. And the sharpening and color corrections and lens corrections, and I'm just added something, but for nothing because I already got it over here. And I have done a clean a cutout with quick selection tool and copied and made a new layer, and now I am going to duplicate the layer into the wolves. And you can see that it's kind of still warm, but we are going to fix that as well. She is going to be sitting on here. It's too red as well, but we can fix that in the end. I am going to have to fix the hair and stuff a bit. Layer masks, I love the layer marks. Learn the layer marks. It's very important. Oh, I'm not in layer mask right now. Deselect. It's really easy. I can explain it quickly again. Let me just do this. You put a layer mask on it this way. If it's an adjustment layer, then you can go here or here, and it just makes a white or black part, and white reveals and black hides. And then you gotta go to the brush and you press on this icon, or if it's already over here, and right now I need it on black. And then you can change the opacity, you can change the size and the hardness, and you can kind of just paint. I have it on a soft one right now. That's kind of okay because right now it can just go a little bit softer on the edges. I kind of like it that way. And I do need it a little bit harder. When I do a hard edge, I usually go to around 80. And then I zoom in, and I just do this. If I just do this, I'm like, oh my god. You can press C, of course. Usually I would do that. But if you have it and you need to just fix, go to the white, and then you could just paint it in, because you are painting on the mask and not on the person itself or item itself. So you can always change it later. And that's why I use layer masks. I'm just fixing some things up a bit. I think I'm just gonna erase them. Nobody will know, not if you've just seen it. Over here still some. It's never totally been perfect, the cutting out, the quick selection tool, but it does help you with the majority of it. You just gotta make sure that you got everything. Sometimes you just sometimes it just forgets to add a toe and stuff. So before you copy it, make sure that the selection has everything that you need. Right now it has everything, or at least that's not it from here. It does seem to have everything. But we might see over here it's just not totally everything, but we can make it work. That's not bad. Sometimes I end up finding out I forgot too much because I do it way quicker than when you just start out, and then you just find out that it's just not that you forgot something. Sometimes you just want to do you think like, yeah, I got it, let's go, and then you just go too fast and then you forget something and you have to do it all over. That's the one part about this, and it's not really nice to find out. I work at almost 500% right now because I like to work on pixel level. As you can see, it's just made up of a shitload of pixels, and all of them are a different color. I can zoom in a little bit more and show you. See, just this strand of hair itself has so many highlights, lowlights. It's never just one strand or one color. And the thing is, with compositions and making it look really good, is that you manipulate them to look the same as the backdrop, or vice versa, the backdrop the same as the model or person. No. And right now it doesn't match totally at all. Nothing matches. That's kind of funny. We have some cast light. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna add some extra catch light. Digital backdrops should, it's nice to have them, but it kinda should not have it, and then you can just add it in. That's way better, because then it can actually spill all over her, and then that matches the backdrop to the model as well. And she's just way too red, and I can actually fix that with an action. It's an action from Little Pieces workflow. It's actually an action for newborn photographers, but as I am also a newborn photographer, I got it. It's just not doing it. Why is it doing it? I guess it's not fast enough. Yeah, see, it wasn't fast enough. And it just removes the redness a bit. And not all over the lips, because the lips we want it kind of red. I don't know if it helps much. Not too much. I guess that wasn't too much redness. I'm just checking if what a warm filter would change. I think I'm gonna clip it on her and then put it on. See? That is better already. It should have kept warmer. It was night, so. And we are going to move her, make sure you got all the layers, because I kind of want to make sure that her bum and the feet are on a flat area. So she's a little bit further away from the light. That's actually good with the lighting as well. Of course, she's not totally matching yet. I think we are gonna have to do some adjustments, but I do want to start with the shadow, and I am going to put this curves layer. I'm just gonna drag it down a bit, then I am inversing it. Because it's on a lower layer, you don't have to clip it, but otherwise you should clip it as well, so it's only on the area you want it to be. And we are again taking a brush, big size, hardness on 0, and we are brushing in some darkness. Actually, we should know where the light is from right now, and that's kind of funny. It's somewhere behind, because you can see from the wolves it's a little bit behind her, and we do have that as well, but that means we are going to have to get the shade over here a bit, but I don't think she needs that much. I do think this is about enough. That's the white shade, the wide angle shade. And we do need to have the contact shade, as I end up calling it often. We don't need it on the feet, because I kind of want it look like she's just having her heel on it. And we just only need it about here. And to do that, I do a new layer. If needed, you see that I put it between it, because if this one is a clipping mask, then this one can automatically become a clipping mask as well. It's actually not called a clipping mask, because clipping masks is it's actually called a clipping mask. Sorry, I thought it was different, but this way. And then we just do the brush on black, but I kind of want it a little bit lighter, and it shouldn't be that light, and the hardness can go up to, I think, about 50. And then it's just the contact, because that's just the closest. You can move out a little bit over here, and then you can just go back, and if I put a clipping mask on it, and then just light it out a bit. Oh, I should put the dark. Oh, Ctrl C, because that's kind of how it goes when it's going up. So that was easy shading. Actually, I do think there needs to be another layer in between the overall shade and that shade. And I do feel like the best way, oh, that's not the best way. The best way is with the curves, for at least what I do. And then again, you make it a bit darker. It's clipped on right now, but it shouldn't have to, it doesn't have to be. So we inverse it, and then we use, well, actually use a little bit of a smaller brush, and of course we need to have it on white, and the opacity can go, so we can make it blend a little bit better just in front of it. I do think I need to get that gone, as I call it. No, that's extra. Sometimes I forget, because the light is kind of spilling here, so it's gonna take away that shade. So we have the shade in. It's not a perfect image. She should have looked at me, maybe, but I kind of like it that way. She's just looking out, you know, chilling. Yes, we are going to adjustment. We make sure that it's on the girl right now, and then we're gonna go to selective color, because there was already a clipping mask above. It's just added, but otherwise you can press this, and we are just gonna play around with the curves for the, because we kind of want to have her blend a bit. Sometimes just watch what you do. I didn't do much yet. Actually, I should put, I think that towards 0 then. I do think that we are going to see something. No, not neither here. I think in the magentas we are going to see, yes, in the magentas. And that's where we're going. It's a lot of watching and seeing what you do. I think I'm taking out the bluish. I'm just gonna put an adjustment layer and darkening it with curves, because I think she's just too light, and this is actually helping. Okay, I was just looking at this angle, this here. I wanted to know if it was on her or on the backdrop, but it's just a little bit of a tree. Ooh. Needs to be a bit darker, I guess. She should be reading or something else than this, but it doesn't matter for now. It just shows that you can use any image actually. Let me see. I'm gonna open something. And sunlight. I have these kind of cool balls. Yeah, I have more balls of the sun, but oh, sorry. The fun part is that you can also use it for lighting of something like that. Oh, it's just taking a while. I'm sorry. Ooh, I had a long night and an early morning because I had to take the kids to school. Well, actually one kid, but so we are putting that into the nice part about this using a sun glare is that it's just gonna be I'm just putting it over, but I think I'm going to see what screen does. But I don't think I want it totally on. I do want it, now it's spilling a bit over her. Maybe I can make it a bit bigger. I like layers going over the model because that means it's blending more. It's not just pasted on and done, it's just making it look more real. I'm just putting another photo filter with warming, and I think I'm taking down the vibrance. She should have stayed warm. I shouldn't have made it a cold one because apparently the image stayed warm although it is night. Kind of weird, but okay. Now, oh, sorry. Now that I know that it just stays warm, next time I just make it warm. I could have reopened it and re-edited it in Lightroom and then just open it again, but I didn't feel like it because then it would have been over here and I have to drag it and I have to do pretty much everything also. And for now this is kind of okay. So I think it is fine, it's done. Maybe I'm just gonna be, oh, there was already a filter over it. It was bluer. But if it doesn't match this way, it won't match this way. So that's one thing that is very clear. But I have to decide what I like better. I do think this one is better. This should be just on her. Yeah, that was the selective color for just her. I think we're done. Okay. Well, just save it and just do whatever you want with it. Oh, my apologies. Follow me on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel, and next time I'll see you next time. I will be scheduling in a Zoom meeting where you can watch live and ask questions what I do and what I did and everything with another digital composite. So make sure you follow my my group on Facebook, because if you're in it then you can see the link and you can see the schedule and you can actually have the link and join in, because I do them kind of often. And so I will see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.